Have you done something embarrassing? Well, this subreddit is just for you. Hopefully, whatever the embarrassing moments you had, it's not worse. Because the subreddits here are way worse than what you have. So, welcome to this another r slash here. It's called TIFU, which just stands for Today I Fricked Up. Here we are. We are going over some of the stories that people have posted for this subreddit. Oh, I can't wait to get in everything here. All right. I'm gonna start off with the first one. What about the first one on the list here? Oh, hold on. This takes time. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Because right now, whatever I'm doing right now, this is so embarrassing. This is crazy. Give me a second until I give me one moment. This in there, and here we are. So, welcome to r slash TIFU. Means today I fricked up. So let's go through some of the stories and see how embarrassing this is. Well, how fricked up is fricked up. Here we go. We'll start off this first one, which was posted 7 hours ago. Here we go. We're into the mood today. All right, first one. Today I fricked up by accidentally congratulating an NBA player on the loss of their child. All right, this happened many years ago, but I never shared the story, and of course I won't share personal details nor their importance. Okay. I was excited one morning to see that a fellow parent and NBA player who our preschool was at the morning drop-off. It was a rare occasion to see them or have a chat as their wife was almost always present instead. They were always a very friendly family, and we had a healthy, casual acquaintance that often brought short conversations in passing. As I greeted him, I suddenly remembered that I hadn't seen him since hearing the big news of their newest child being born. And then we have the script. Hey, blank, congratulations. Them nods at obligatory pullback smile, we all know. Me, thinking, something seems off. Maybe I wasn't specific enough. So happy for you guys. Do and then teacher interrupt me and whispers in my ear. They lost. My eyes go wide. The crazy sinking feeling hits me and I freeze. They check into attendance and I turn to the teacher with a look of terror and embarrassment. And the teacher, a physical reaction takes over. My eyes fill up and I fight to keep my voice as stable as possible. And I turn back to them. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thanks. Nods a small obligatory smile again and begins walking away. I turn back to the teacher, grasping my forehead. Are you okay? With a confused look, insinuating that maybe you're reacting. I can't believe I just congratulated him. That's okay. I think he's just pretty sad. Well, I would think so. Well, they did get pretty far, but that game last night was the end of the playoffs for them. At this moment, I experienced a sensation that could best describe as a mental explosion, and I'm currently sitting in a tangled mess of misunderstanding. I completely neglected the NBA playoffs, had no idea about the game, and am completely off the hook for my blunder. And most importantly, realized that their new baby was perfectly fine. Me, it's Izuchi. So they didn't lost their baby? Teacher said, what? No. He just said, me, which no words. And the teacher said, oh my God. Me crashing back to reality. Someone while laughing somehow squeezed out the word. I'm never talking again. It's long to not read. I congratulated someone for their new baby and was told that the baby was lost the night before. Completely mortified and apologized, and then realized the baby was fine. It was actually the basketball player that was lost. Oh my God. That's a flyer for sure. Hey. Oh, I can't. Wow. That's going to be the first story because this OP thought because they're celebrating with the family and they have a new baby, but they lost. Is it referring to the game or to the child? And this OP thinks that it was their newborn baby. Oh my God. But it's actually their game. But it's actually the game, the NBA players game, the playoffs game that they have lost. Oh, this year's March Madness is gonna be so awkward. Let me tell you. Oh gosh. Oh no, this Bobby, you're gonna give yourself a wrong idea. So I know as a subreddit user, this comes from Gregor what? Oh, Gregor, why? Don't even get yourself the wrong idea. And I know you're probably going to be a parent and the NBA player, because probably one of the famous ones. Because they had the new baby. They had their addition to their family. Probably they have an addition to their family. So and she thought that they lost. The teacher told them that they lost. Because he and them from winning the game, but said they lost. Because I think for here, devil's advocate, I think you are congratulating both their child and their game, the child and the game, but the teacher said they lost, and then goes just either the baby. I think he refers to the baby, into their baby, and not congratulating on the new baby, but accidentally say they lost either the baby or the game because there's two different things though. And then right up to here, say it is the baby. What? No. Oh God, that's so. And saying, hey, congratulations to the baby. Well, saying, hey, you won the game, and I'm sorry for your baby. Oh gosh. Oh, that so dead. All right, let's get some comments here. It said, I was expecting this to be a downer, but I can't stop laughing. I did that too. I would tell the story at every part of it the rest of my life if I were you. Well, maybe not. Oh, well, here we go. I was not expecting that ending. When let's go. This is relatable. A teacher reading class saying, today is my wife and my fifth anniversary. And we also should only for continue of our son's death. Oh, we felt so terrible. And he was trying to be nice. It bit back to his it's anniversary. Because oh, you know what? This is the perfect freaking way to end Reddit for today. What a freaking story. The highs, the lows, the motivation. After all this in one story. Oh, because teacher making an assumption that they lost. It means either the baby or I think they said they're thinking it's a game, but I think it's a baby. Oh gosh. Because this Opie thought that they lost and their baby. Oh gosh. This is so awkward. I can't believe that. This is just me. I can't stop laughing about it. Oh my oh gosh. Let's move on. All right. Man, I can't let that down. Holy. All right. Here's the next one. This is from Queasy Cranberry 951. All right. So it says here, today I freaked up by making my girlfriend think I was cheating on her when I was actually planning a surprise. Oh, oh no. Oh, I probably know where this is going, but I don't know. Let's get down to this. All right, here we go. All right. This actually happened over the weekend, and I'm still a bit shaking and relieved writing this. So my girlfriend, 25 female, and I, 26 male, have been together 3 years, and I wanted to do something real special for her birthday coming up. I decided to plan a surprise party and propose to her at the party in front of her friends and family. So really, a surprise proposal? Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Ambitious, I know. The past few weeks, I've been sneaking around organizing everything about a ring, conspired with her best friend, and even had secret calls with her parents to get their blessing. Should. I was so excited and sure it would be an epic surprise. Then the fricked up began. With all secret behavior was required. Is required. I usually an open book, but suddenly I'm hiding my phone, texting people behind their back, and making up lame excuses to duck out of the house. I need to run an errand. Bye. That's not sorry. I thought I was being slick to avoid spoiling the surprise. In reality, I was acting sketchy as heck. Her best friend, who was helping me plan, messaged me something like, can't wait to see you to go over final details while my girlfriend was borrowing my phone to play a song. I snatched the phone back so fast and pretended it was a work message. That's a mistake there. At that point, I would officially raise every suspicious red flag possible. I could feel her side eyeing me for the rest of the night. Oh gosh. Jeez. Over the next few days, I noticed my girlfriend getting quiet and anxious. Oh my God, she thinks that you're cheating. I tried to play it cool, but I was often rushing off to take calls from the party venue or whispering to her friend about party prep. She decided asking me strange questions. Everything okay between us? And I just nervously laughed it off, which only made me look guiltier. Oh my goodness. I was this close to the finish line, so I figured it would be fine once I pull off the surprise, if I could avoid looking like a cheating jerk for 2 more days. Oh, they're gonna think, she's gonna get the idea. I'm sure. But last Friday, it all came crashing down. I came home and found my girlfriend in tears, holding my iPad. Oh gosh. Pro tip, if you have Apple devices, they all get your iMessages. She had seen some of my messages change with her best friend and about the plan and keeping it secret. One out of context line from me said, I can't wait to finally do this. So hard to keep lying to, no, said girlfriend. I meant by lying to her about why I was busy, but oh my God, out of context to look back. Oh no. If you provide something and it's out of context, there could be multiple things. There will be multiple meanings, but the first thing that comes up might be bad. So I'm just so aware when you saying something and it's out of context, there can be multiple things that can go wrong. And the first thing happened, it will be wrong. Oh gosh, here we go. This is bad. She confronted me, sobbing, thinking I was having an affair with her best friend. She was shaking. My heart absolutely dropped into my stomach, and I thought I panicking, saying, "It's not what you think." Oh, that's what every cheater had said. Not you though, but this is allowable. It took me a solid minute to get to her to stop yelling and listen. I was literally on the knees. Not exactly how I planned this. Oh gosh. Trying to calm her and tell her the truth. I said, I swear I was lying because I'm planning a surprise for you. Please just open that closet. She was confused and still crying. And opened the closet where I hid the birthday gift bag with the ring box inside. She turned back to me. I just blurted out everything. The party, the proposal, how a friend and parents were in on it, and that I'm an idiot. She went from angry crying to shocked crying, and finally started happy crying once it clicked. I ended up officially proposing to her right then and there on our living room floor. Because why not at that point? So might as well. Because that kind of surprise. I mean, because you're supposed to surprise. Some surprises may go wrong in some type of way. Because you really wanted that surprise proposal into this specific location. And they wanted to be, and you started becoming a pretending that you have an affair with her best friend or oh gosh, no. Oh, that's going to damper up the surprise at this point, but I'm glad that you guys proposed in the living room because might as well just don't get yourself in the wrong thing. Not the grand chromatic tablet I envisioned, but the ring made it into her finger. Well, as long as the ring officially made it to her finger, good. She said yes through lots of tears and a half laugh how absurd the whole situation was. We sat on the floor hugging each other, both trembling. Her from the emotional roller coaster I put her on, and me from narrowly avoiding complete disaster. Later on, when things calmed down, she did scold me. She said, "You dummy, I really thought you were cheating. You scared me." Fair. A total jerk for putting her through that. Oh gosh. Do not play with her emotions like that. Never. We also had allowed you to realize her best friend texts were about cake and decorations, not secret hookups. They're just planning a surprise. And then this OP just screws it up. In the end, we decided to still go through with the birthday party that night, act like the proposal was just a surprise in front of our friends. It was awkwardly hilarious because everyone but her thought she was genuinely surprised when I got down on one knee. They had no idea she found me out beforehand. I mean, we haven't told that part of the story to our parents yet. That little fiasco is just between us. Well, now the internet. And now me and probably my YouTube channel stuff. Let's keep the little secret between us. Actually, no, it's probably internet. All right, so too long to not read. I tried to plan a surprise birthday proposal from Margaret, but my secret plan made her suspect I was cheating. There's some evidence that confronted me in tears. I had to reveal the surprise and gave her an all earlier than tends to prove I wasn't the third cheater. She's not my fiance, and I'm never planning a surprise like that again without a cover story. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. For posting that. Because my God, that was so because that's gonna take us a little wrong turn. All right. Yeah, one of the comments said, glad you didn't put the surprise ahead of telling the truth. Seeing enough these stories go wrong. Yeah, because the dude didn't want to split the prize and resolve the cheating concerns. That took it out of you. This is the wrong complot. Your girlfriend needs to be more genre savvy. You know, kind of cheesy limit that she was in. Probably no idea. At least you have a good proposal story. Nobody remembers the details that went perfectly. Just saying that we got in, so you guys got engaged already. We can't tell you anything else about it. All right, awesome. Now let's get to the next one. Saying, oh, let's talk about this story then. Oh. Next one. It's by man of stool. Today I freaked up by thinking I was dead after getting my shot and causing a McDonald's worker to think I was insane. Oh, that's all right. Here's right down to it. And we have script too. Don't worry. I stood in queue in the cruel and unusual March heat for 2 hours to receive my vaccine shot. After feeling no side effects whatsoever, I decided to go to McDonald's near the vaccination site. You have a vaccination site and then McDonald's. Here's a fun fact for you. No, a quite fun fact because there are literally McDonald's everywhere, even hospitals too. That even if you go to hospitals, you can go to vaccination sites or a medical center, there's always McDonald's right nearby. So that's a true thing. I stood in front of the one service person in there silently for a bit when she looked up and asked me, "You're Ted?" I thought I might have misheard, and this is the chaos. Yes, and then ensued. Oh, what the chaos? You are dead? Excuse me? You are dead? Come again? You are dead? No. What would you think that of me? She then went to the cashier and said in a West African accent, "Can I take your order?" An hour later, I got back to the hotel and dawned on me what happened. The poor woman had simply asked me over and over again if I had ordered. You ordered? Whoa. I was just too woozy from the heat and really filtered through the accent. It really sounded like you are dead. She must have thought me a complete imbecile. On the plus side, I am not dead. Too long did not read. I was being told that I was dead after my vaccine shot. The return to the McDonald's was just asking if I had ordered. Oh, it's the vaccine. It's the vaccine for me. Because when you took the vaccine, there's no side effects for immediately. But when the side effects kicks in, you'll just probably hearing things. You'll just hear saying that this person is dead. I can't, you literally can't hear it because you're zoned out. You're not into this real world. You're just literally zoning out. That's probably the side effect for that vaccine because vaccine, you're just zoning out. You're just focusing on everything. You can't hear anything. It's not a thing you can just zone out. You just completely faded into it. And then when you snap back yourself into the reality, having a reference, they ended up saying you ordered if this OP was ordered something from McDonald's. Wow. Because this poor woman thought that it was dead, but it's not. It's the vaccine. That's really fun. I said, ha, amazing. Did I give you a mini heart attack? Wow, that's funny. This well, that's I love the lyrics though, but I'm not gonna say it. And if you said not yet, you have to answer her actual question. and the one you heard both correctly. And some relatable stuff here. Elmia, at least I'm not the only. She said, "Can I take your plate here?" And I thought she said, "Can I take your plate, sir?" Up in my jacket and oh, her my I said, "I have this comment." Said, "That's nice. Can I take your plate?" My friend explained the mistake. I never again got fuzzy with someone for misgendering me again. Because I thought your waiter is just misgendered and just so I can't. I think this comment is definitely more embarrassing than this. But seriously, I think the vaccine really you're saying and thinking that you're dead, but you're zoning out. And that's why you heard saying, "Are you dead?" That's exactly what you're saying. And then you zone get back out into the reality and saying that if you ordered, that's the vaccines. Let's move on right here. I think I remembered this me and said and then is it and then yeah, definitely I might kick the all right. Next one. I have a couple more and then next one we have right here. Today I fricked up by getting Bali belly, which could have been avoided if we weren't so stupid. All right. Mandatory doesn't happen today. Other than took it all, heard about okay. All right. Well, the first few days were amazing. All right, hold on. Let's give this a little context. So this person scoured the Balis, I read it, for all advice, and here Bali Belly got a little bit coming from the third and with Royal Country myself and being the doctor. What's the story? I took all the meds one might need and thought I'm good to go. Oh, by the way, this server comes from the doc. This is from the doctor, the patch or Pac or something. Well, the first few days were amazing. We ate a local warungs, taking care of our hand hygiene, noticing how hygienic the staff were, etc., and we're doing fine. The day before we had to ship base from Ubud to Sanur, 2 hours away, and you were a doctor at that time. For the last our trip, we had an amazing batik class in rice patties, and we are just roaming around when my travel buddy started feeling really tired. Then he started having cramps in his tummy. Oh, that's not good. I was having a bit of loose motion since the morning, but wasn't too worried because I sort of have IBS. That was probably, but it's pretty sure I have it. IBS is no fun. Suddenly he goes, I feel dizzy. Please just go back to the hostel. And then proceeded to have a diarrhea and by midnight and a fever of 102.8 degree Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah, fever. Not good. He spent the whole night having chills and worried we may have to go to the emergency room if he had vomiting. But then I also had a loser motions that definitely weren't good old IBS. I know so well and had a slight fever. When you go to any other country, you'll get a lot of sickness. You get so many things that can go wrong. Because when I have in the Philippines, oh gosh, I had so many bits and bits. I have some skin bins and I have fever. Literally, I have a fever. Happened twice. But I already told you about this one of my when I did the Homeland series. Because that thing at the church at the time when I had a fever, it just clicked, fainted, almost died. Just literally, I almost passed out. Because can't have, it's not fun to have a vasovagal syncopatic episode. It's no fun. Only had it one time, but it's not fun. After a night of praying, we don't puke. We went to the hospital on recommendation of the homestay owner. We stayed at before the hostel, and it was kind enough to take us there, and it was expensive. But thankfully, we had insurance, hoping for the claim to come through or death. I had antibiotics and all the meds needed for belly, but unfortunately, fever wouldn't just go down with paracetamol, which is Tylenol tablets. So we had to get an IV infusion for my trouble buddy. I puked twice on the way from the hospital in Ubad to Sanur. Couldn't enjoy Tana a lot or Sanur or do any water sports because of this. Barely made it to Uluwatu temple. Wow. Seems a little bit journey here. We were thinking that this is to be why we didn't get sick more than a week into our trip and not before. What went wrong, etc. Because we took all precautions, including drinking bottled water, only even at home stays hotels. Then it hit us how we were the ones who pricked up and entirely responsible for our sickness. The day before we got sick, we had gone on the waterfall tour. Went to Pura Titra Tirta Impul Temple, and it's a temple with a holy spring and a purification ritual. Very interesting. Being Hindu culture, atheist village, we weren't too passionate about temples, but we love water, and this was so interesting, so we did it. Basically, had to wash your head, face, hair, and rinse your mouth thrice, 3 times, and then drink a gulp of water from the holy spring water coming through a statue of stone. Oh, I highly doubt that. You have to repeat this procedure with around a dozen statues. 12 of them? Oh, no wonder why. So we were buffoons in this fun ritual with cool water on a hot day and fish floating by our feet that we really did take the gulps of water. We tried to take it just a sip at each statue because it is unfiltered water. So, but what our brains didn't process that 12 sips is enough to give you viral or bacterial or protozoal load enough to cause diarrhea. So, yeah, basically, we were serving up to drink spring water and everyone we told afterwards in Bali, including locals, were like, oh gosh, you shouldn't have. Our tummies are used to the water, but we guys being dumb tourists. So today I freaked the drink by drinking holy spring water in Bali and getting sick enough for my short buddy to be hospitalized and ruined the latter part of our trip rotting in bed. Wow. So you had that belly because you drank the holy spring water. So this is the very ritual thing to do because you have to little drink of gold water from the statue. Not only doing it once, only doing it with one statue. 12. That's a lot of statues. There's a lot of sips or drinks, water. So no wonder why you ended up with that. But me, when it comes to the Philippines, we travel so much. It's so hot, and we walk across it, and I had so many mosquitoes. It got bit all over my thing, all over my body. Man, they like blood. A lot of people currently Bali right now and planning to visit the Titra Impel. Maybe that's how the purification works. So you got a drinking temple work. Can someone say that's a pun right there, but thank you. All right, I returned from the trip to Bali last month. And the little reason I didn't visit that temple is because of the water thing. It's the water. It was not a mentor, but I didn't want to even risk it. So me must have passed our 7-day trip and we have no problem. Then we both got sick as dogs the day after getting home. Oh, rough, rough. Because I got sick when it comes to the trips and having a fever so high that you almost passed out. Yeah, no fun. It is absolutely no fun at all. All right, let's get down to the next. It's probably our last one for today. Okay, this is from the user, Squid the Tentacle. Okay. I get freaked up by telling my mom my brother's biggest secret. Oh, okay. She got there. All right. I, 14, female, spill my brother's 16 male biggest secret. A secret that he entrusted to me, but I didn't want to keep anyway. All right. Yesterday evening, my mom called me downstairs asking if I would like to go on a walk with her. I saw that she was already getting the dogs, Noodle, Shadow, and Gemily, green dog name, ready for a walk. And I didn't want her to be taking all three of them on her own. So even though I already gone on a pretty nice ride, sorry, burp, on a pretty nice bike ride after early that day, I agreed. Not even 2 minutes into the walk, my mom asked me if I knew if my brother was vaping. Okay. First, I was reluctant to admit that I knew because he's my brother, and if I told, our relation would be ruined forever. Yeah, sibling will not be last long. After some coaxing, I finally let everything spill. Why did you do that? I told her that he bakes very frequently, even in the car while we were driving to and from school. He drives just in case some of you are okay. He can't even drive. I told her that his friends also do it, and how he ignores me every time I tell him not to do it in front of me because it gives me severe headaches. I'm getting one now just thinking about it. Yeah. Do you tell his secret to your mom? Oh, so you're literally tattletaling, right? Because your brother told you to keep this little secret about this little vape thing, and then all of a sudden your mind saying, "I'm gonna tell my mom about this." Yeah. Only he had been vaping, but he also apparently stolen alcohol from our parents' little stash in our garage. Another one? Second one, he'd been spreading that his most recent ex was spreading lies about him, trying to get him in trouble. Only thing is that those lies were all true. On this walk, I was getting more and more anxious to the point where my stomach was clenching and I thought I was going to puke. I'm a very anxious person, but I don't think I've been this anxious since my ex-best friend started bullying me back in seventh grade. Yeah, being anxious and then, yeah. Mom, being the person she is, was rambling on about how disappointed she was, asking why God gave her such a loser of a son and admitted to considering calling the police on him. Also, I understand where she's coming from. My brother never learns from mistakes. My parents have always been too soft on him. So it's only natural that sending him to prison will slap a big fat reality check on him. Not sure if it was important, but he's also on the spectrum. Right. Yeah. It's not good. Not very high, but still on there. Yeah. When I got home, I went straight to my room. Half of me was relieved, while the other half of me wanted to cry my eyes out. Dude, why did you tell all his secrets to your mother? You're gonna get a reality check no matter what, right? Yeah. Sorry, just my phone was busy. Oh, okay. My brother and I hate each other growing up, and we were just now getting along. Thank goodness. I was even starting to consider him a friend as well as a brother. Now, knowing he'll never forgive me for this, hurts, but he needs help. Yeah, he's trying to fix himself, and now you're telling him, and that makes it even worse. Ugh, you should apologize to your brother about this whole thing. My brother finally got home. All hell broke loose. My mom was over like a predator on its prey. The screaming would stop. I was huddled up in the corner of my room, YouTube on full volume, trying not to cry while I talked to my best friend. Silent Bestie Boo was the best person. She was comforting me, trying to distract me the entire time, and I love her so much. In the end, my brother had his license taken away, his phone and gaming console taken away, and forbidden from going anywhere but home after school. He hasn't spoken to me since. I can't even bring myself to look at him. I can't tell if I feel an overwhelming amount of guilt or relief, but I know for a fact that I haven't felt overwhelmingly anxious except for when I'm with my best friend. I don't feel safe at home. I don't feel safe at school. His friends scared the living heck out of me. And I don't trust that my brother won't do anything when we're home alone this weekend. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. I just wouldn't be anywhere alone except in my room. Then I tried to stay on call with Branch's case. So what you gonna do? Oh my goodness, this is really. But why did you tell your mom about it? I'm to say, but what was this? What was the outcome here? Okay, why are you being a telltale to somebody that could get him in trouble? I'm supposed to protect your brother. You're supposed to protect him. And now you're telling your mom about his doing? Wow. You screwed everybody right now, and that's sucks. Okay. It's a consequence of the actions, yeah. Snitching will probably snitching stitches. And by stitches there will be consequences too. So yeah. Snitch lame and you gotten suffer from taunting him and his friends. This is the very typical teenage stuff, and you're blown away. I like he was doing those things that I cannot say. Isn't doing time for bathing or swiping your beer and booze. So what would send him to jail? Because that's not a really criminal offense or something. It's not how it works. Okay, this one kind of clears it up in my mind here. It says, my brother learns from this thing. My parents have always been too soft. Okay. They aren't going to throw him in prison for baby and stealing a bit of alcohol. That's no, this is home. Not crime. Literally, it's not really a crime when you're at home. He's young and silly, okay? A criminal. No. And will do anything except teach him he cannot trust his family and that the love you bear from is conditional depending on his behavior. Sounds like an old school rule would roost with fear. Yeah. Like a strict parent or something like that. Still freedom, but not much. Yeah. That makes him a rebel. I don't want that. Sisters were really getting along growing up. My oldest sister hated me until we were 20s, and she feels guilty for it to this day. Okay. Around finally, okay. Speak as if you're afraid of him in the last paragraph. Is he violent? Has he hurt you before? Those are the two questions. Did you? Okay. Did he did something to you or what? Because I don't think your brother isn't doing anything wrong. He didn't hurt you. He didn't hurt his mother. He didn't, well, he didn't hurt anybody. Honestly, just to chat with him. Yeah, you have to talk out. You gotta talk it out to your brother. You have to figure it out yourself. Yeah, the reality is your mother knew anyway. She just probably wanted to see if you would lie and try to cover for him, or if she could intimidate you to spill beans. And you're very young yourself, so you don't feel too guilty. It's hard on what the correct thing to do is all the time. When you learn through experience, this is not a one to tuck under your belt. So if you do feel safe, unsafe around him, talk to an adult you can trust who can help you. Yeah. There's a little good ones here. You clearly have some issues. Ignoring the stuff with your brother, with just how fearful of such injury you're being about everything, it shows you need some kind of real help. Yeah. Having snitching somebody is also a bad thing too. So yeah, go rat out somebody. Not your friends, real help. Yeah. Don't go have a discussion with your parents immediately. They should see this and understand how scared and worried you are. If there's every reason to be this terrified, you need to see the authorities immediately. Yeah, terrified and you're scared and you're worried about it, but you have to understand about it. Don't feel too bad. If your mom was asking you pointed questions like that, she will already knew, just not the extent of it. Yeah. To be fair, your brother though is pretty typical teenager. It's just a normal teenage stuff. If he's not drinking or driving or doing this, he'll probably end up fine in the end. Yeah. You have, yeah, can also have consequences too. Just the person you're pointing some doing wrong have a consequence actions. So does the snitch. No, so does the snitchers. You have consequences too. It's really tough though. So yeah, this is literally here. Not sure. This is a okay. Last one. You reap what you sow. Okay. Have consequences. I have a question. Why he steals the alcohol? Maybe it's a way of dealing with it. You two gave him. I've been there, started rebelling because my mother and sister are always against me. They feel like took me in. Yeah. I stopped to be a rebel, and I don't want to be a rebel because that's going against it. Yeah. There will be some consequences if you do something more snitching. Because again, like I said, snitching not only to the people who've done it wrong have consequences to action. Snitchers also have consequences in the actions too. Because there's somebody, there will be times that there will be consequences of you snitching things. So just might look out for it. So because of this, you might have to talk to your brother. You might have parents everything because what you did that sends you snitching something that says a lot about it. So you're trying to, because basically you're trying to be a snitcher, trying to tell somebody that I should not be sharing or something like that. You should keep your thoughts, keep your comments to yourself, and don't do anything about it. Comments your thoughts to yourself, don't tell anything, right? Because your brother is just doing some teenager stuff, okay? Typical stuff. Because you telling mom, and that teaches him some lessons from his mother and stuff. Very strict too. Don't want that. Okay, I think this one kind of sums it up. What says, you didn't screw up here. You were asked point blank by your parents, if you knew. You didn't go to them and tell him it's his own fault and he's in trouble for his behavior. Yeah, that's been in worse trouble if you did lie and she figured it out. Based on what you said, she already knew you knew it was going on. It was definitely not working in trouble for him when he was already busted. So if he's already busted, so don't do it again. Do anything. Given all he's done is steal alcohol from home and smoke underage. Yeah. Never would, however, be interested in how you gotta hold the base of considering you can't sell to minors. So it's 12 plus. Your mother's reactions, while understandable, highly inappropriate. Yeah, very, but not that appropriate. Both saying everything she did to you and how she screened him, of the worst of it is over already. But if not, stay or turn on the camera and record what's happening. That's kind of to our school counselor about this. If anything does happen this weekend, then having video audio to witness your calls will help. If you have any trusted adults in your life, aunts, uncles, grandparents, go talk to them. That's your issue. Let them know things aren't comfy at home right now. Ask for advice and a safe place to go if things get worse. Or arrange to spend a weekend with a friend. Yeah, that's a good idea. Even go to the library to do homework or stay with friends is better than me trapped at home with this going on. Hoping near them or to redirect the issues onto you. Be safe and up. Yeah. So this is really good. If there's something a little off, yeah, that's it. So yeah, the solution right here is that if your brother seems a little off because you're trying to protect your brother, right? Yeah, trying to tell everybody that's a probably try, some patterns. Okay, try and figure out a pattern that your brother did. Okay, and anything that goes wrong, hope it's not that something that can be arrested for or something like that. Because he's a teenager, do some teenager stuff. So pick apart, well, try to find patterns on your brother. If there's anything off about him, yeah, that's where you record a video or audio, put all of that, and probably talk to an adult, someone that you already know, not just your mother, your aunts, uncles, if you have any relatives who are older than you, yeah, might well talk to them. Or if you're not know all this, have this little conversation about what was going on. Yeah, if it goes wrong, go to their house, go to the relative's house. That also works. Or just go out with your friends. Okay, go on with your friends to that might definitely help you out because you're trying to avoid all the situations here. There's a lot going on. So yeah, those are probably the solutions that Enki Kaylee had come up with. But just so remember, okay, even just the wrongdoing, not just the who have done it, not just the had the actions. Snitchers also have consequences of the actions too. So just aware, okay, not the person who done wrong things, also the snitching too. That can also be bad. And hopefully, any of these solutions that might work out for you. Okay, that's it. I don't have anything else from me today. It's very awesome that I really want to share with everything in this little subreddit that I have. And I hope you enjoy this video too. All right, guys. Goodbye, everyone.